Hello, Spirit House here again. I just wanted to give a little message and some guidance. Some of you may already be aware of this, but just, if you're in your life purpose on your North Node and your chosen starseed, divine, indigo, however you address yourself, but for a fact you're under, this would mean that you're probably under some kind of heavy spiritual attacks at this moment. Anyway, I have been for a couple of years. I mean, I have been my whole life since I was 5, but it's really intensified over the last 3 years since I originally met my twin flame, which I'm totally disassociated with now. I moved on from that completely, but that's not what this is about. Um, I'm talking about outside forces and spiritual attacks. That's what this video is about. And what I've learned over the years, especially over the last few years, um, that yes, I've studied at different periods of my life. I have studied white magic, but I no longer practice it because all I do right now is pray, um, and I do light candles for my ancestors, but that's about it. I sage my space. But my power of prayer, my connection with the divine, I've done a lot of inner work, a lot of inner work. Um, Pretty much, if you're, someone like me, you go through a period where you're ascending, but you're not quite. I wasn't to the point where I am now. I was kind of halfway between, but you're under such heavy spiritual attack that you either ascend or you die, basically. I mean, there's no choice in that matter. But herein lies the thing. You really need to connect with spirit and your ancestors during this time, because no matter what, no matter how much abuse, torture, or spiritual laws are broken, committed against you during your path, especially once you become enlightened, you cannot resort to the same tactics that your enemies or the ops do. In other words, don't ever resort to dark magic or any kind of magic in retaliation that bends anyone's will or harms with harmful intent against anyone. That's very important, because you will fail all the spiritual tests. You will lose your divinity. You'll eventually lose your gifts, and you won't be blessed with anything. Anything. Even love spells. Even anything that bends someone's will against their will, to manipulate them to feel some way about you, or for you to feel some way about them, is against spiritual laws. It's wrong. Okay, so you need to get in the mood of saying revocation prayers. Prayers, if you're truly anointed, that's all you will need to do is pray, send that energy back. And here's one thing, okay? You don't want to stoop to their level, because then you're no better than them. Okay? You're not ascending. You're not, you're not getting anywhere. You're not progressing. You're not growing. You're not learning from mistakes from the past. You're not, you're just not doing anything. You're not going anywhere. You're going to repeat karmic cycles as long as you, resort. Two wrongs don't make a right, all that stuff, okay? I mean, so, but there is something that I believe, okay, other people may disagree with this, but I know for a fact, because I have a direct line with the divine, my ancestors, angels, and the ascended masters. I can speak from experience. Whether you want to believe me or not, I don't care, because I don't care what people think. But if you're interested, you have every right. And okay, I have become, something to work on is to become very sensitive to when people when energy is being sent your way that's not your own. And I've honed that skill, and I know this instant somebody's sending me something, the instant energy is in my field that is not my own, okay? And you have every single right, especially if you have done nothing, you're innocent and you are being attacked. You've never done anything to these people to harm them, yet they are jealous or whatever, their motives are, okay? But if you are innocent and you're anointed, you have every right to return to sender even tenfold, in my opinion, every single time. And it may not return to them every single time instantly at first. Eventually it will instantly, okay? But it will hit them and it will hit them hard eventually. And when it starts hitting these people are usually narcissists. They're like reptilian, Draco, Nephilim, Jezebel, incubus, succubus, Leviathan type people, right? Okay. They will instantly start getting on the horn on their social media like narcissists do and be, oh, they're doing black magic. But they probably already have accused you of doing that when actually it's them, because they project themselves onto you. Oh, they're an addict, they're a prostitute. Well, that's them. Okay. That's their slandering tactic. It's really simple to figure out, okay, what their MO is. But okay, you have every right to return that energy. Any energy that is not your own, you have every right in your prayers when you rebuke this stuff, okay? Witchcraft manipulation, mental manipulation, energetic manipulation, negativity, strongholds, principalities, okay? When you're praying against this stuff, warfare prayers, you have every right to return that to sender, and you have every right to return it threefold, tenfold. I do it tenfold every time because it's an injustice. You've done nothing to these people. You're innocent, and they're committing. With me, it's hourly, in shifts, daily, 365 days a year. Okay, so I pray all day, but I return that every single time I feel it. I return that to sender tenfold. You may not get justice instantly, but believe me, divine justice will occur. Okay? And the way you know, even if you're not that spiritual, is if you have people around you that are questionable, or people around you that you've trusted for a number of years, and start like looking side-eyed at, and they start meeting misfortunes all around them in their finances, their money, or even death. Because sometimes it won't always hit the people that do it, the people that are obsessively doing spell work on you, dark magic on you, of any sort. I have a graveyard witch, I've got voodoo, I've got Luciferians doing stuff on, I mean, you name it, okay? But a lot of times it will kill or just hit, not, I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Depending, if they've done stuff to you obsessively around the clock for years, death spells, things like that, well, it's simple. You get the energy back that you put out. Okay? If you want to sit there hating all day and put out death spells and negative energy, what do you expect? I don't have to do witchcraft. I don't have to do any kind of magic other than light a candle in honor of God and my ancestors and revoke, verbally. And, it's like, that's justice. I mean, a lot of times it won't hit the actual person that is doing this, but it'll hit all of their loved ones and the people they care about around them. And that's a lesson for them. Okay, so you're in your right. If you're being abused, manipulated, and people are astral projecting into your dreams and doing everything they can to affect every area of your life and your children and your family, you're within your right to rebuke and return to sender tenfold. And that's what I want to tell people. That's my opinion, and it's true. So anyway, I just wanted to remind people of that for the full moon. Take your salt baths, do everything you need to do, and manifest. Think positive thoughts. Think positive thoughts. Envision what your goals are and what you want for the future, and send out healing energy, love. But you are within your right. The minute you feel those negative, those psychic attacks or whatever it is, that energetic manipulation or pains or anything like that, I can tell when somebody's trying to bind me instantly. I can tell what they're doing, if they're working on my solar plexus, my crown chakra, or whatever, okay? Because I've been attacked so much in my life, and because I have grown spiritually. But even if you feel uneasy, you're within your right to do that. If you are walking you're in your north node, and you're an innocent person that never did anything then you're within you have every right to do that. You know, because these people can dish it out for years and years and years, but then when it comes back to them, they can't take it because they have no protection. So, anyway, that's just something I wanted to remind you of on this full moon. I love you all, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.